Chuck, if you can make Rick, Tim, and Shirag co-presenters.
Chuck, can you hear me?
Hello. Yes, I can.
Okay, good. I think they're on mute.
Yeah. I think the town hall is on mute.
Yeah, they're gonna open up soon.
Oh, okay.
We haven't started recording. Are you all set out there? Yep.
We can hear you.
I'm here.
We
Okay,
can hear you.
we're good to go. I'm gonna start the recording now and we're good to go.
Okay, and I'm gonna ask people to vote.
Recording in progress.
In which I call on you. Walter,
Walter Talbot, Commissioner, present.
Sophia? Rick,
Rick Keough, member present.
Rog,
Chirag Stalekar, member present.
Tim.
Tim Michelle, member present.
All right, thank you.
Joe.
And Joe Fleury.
And Joseph Fleury, associate member present.
Okay, and tonight's agenda includes 281 Main Street, a hearing which will be continued. 178 Forest Street, we'll be opening that hearing. And then we have some discussion about an enforcement issue, site trail walk, a trail site walk in Johnson Woods. We're gonna ask Joe Fleury to talk about the Town Forest Committee. And then we have a certificate of compliance and to hear a report about the DPW meeting from Chuck and the administrator's report and minutes for approval. So with that said, we haven't yet continued 281 Main Street. We need to vote for that.
Yes, they'll be continued to August 26th.
I move that we continue 281 Main Street to August 21st,
6th.
26th.
Sophia, second.
Rick Keough in favor. Oh,
Chirag
sorry.
Stalekar in favor.
Tim Michelle in favor.
Walter Talbot's in favor.
Jones in favor. Martha Moore in favor.
All right.
Okay. All right, that takes us to 178 Forest Street. And are we gonna ask them to present their project?
Well, Sean Houston's here and I'm not, oh yeah, here he is. He's gonna sign in right now. Hi, Sean. Could you introduce yourself for the record and bring us up to date with your project? You have permission to share screen.
Should I read the blurb about it since we've never
Just,
read it?
yeah, actually, just wait a minute. Got a little bit ahead of myself, so we're gonna read the legal notice right now.
Okay. 178 Forest Street, open the public hearing on a notice of intent filed by Laura Vertich pursuant to the Massachusetts General Law, Chapter 131, Section 40, the Wetlands Protection Act, and/or the Reading Wetland Protection Bylaw, Section 7.1, for the construction of an addition to the existing house along with associated site improvements within the 100-foot buffer zone to a bordering vegetated wetland. The application and plans can be viewed on the Conservation Division page under Current Project, Assessor's Map 32, Lot 233, DEP file number 270-0811. Okay, Sean, you're up.
Hi, my name is Sean Husan with McCarty Engineering, here on behalf of Laura Vertich for notice of intent filed at 178 Forest Street. I'm good to share my screen.
You are.
All right, 1 second. Share. All right, are you guys able to see this?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Let me figure out how to zoom in. All right, so this is the existing conditions plan. This was surveyed by Topper. Wetland delineation done by Three Oaks Environmental, and then picked up by Topper Land Surveyor. As you can see, existing conditions already has a covered patio, and the existing house falling in the 25 no disturb zone and the 35 no structure zone. And then if I move to our proposed plans, we are proposing a 304 square foot house addition on the back of the existing house, and then a 169 square foot screened in porch along with a 220 square foot deck, all along the back side of the house, part of which falls within the no disturb zone and no structure zone as well. And along with that, we're proposing a 42 square foot bump out on the front of the house and a bituminous concrete driveway addition, around 145 square feet. To manage the runoff from the new addition, we're proposing a 7-foot by 6-foot by 2-foot dry well along the back side of the house, keeping that out of sight of the no structure zone, and then erosion control along the back side of all the proposed construction. I believe we are going to continue to the next meeting, because we're planning a site walk. Correct me if I'm wrong on that one.
Yes, that's correct.
But yeah, so just wanted to come here and present what we are planning or proposing, and answer any questions you guys might have.
Okay. Does anybody on the commission have questions now, or do you want to hold them till after the site walk?
After the site.
I can't see if anybody has raised hands on the,
Yeah.
I would say after the site walk.
okay. We do most of our site walks on Monday mornings, the Monday before each conservation meeting. So we could do that on the 24th in the morning. Or if there's a better time for people, we could be flexible and find a better time.
Okay, I would have to check with John Plifka from McCarty Engineering. He will most likely be coming out for the site walk. That should work for him, but I will double check with him and have him reach back out if that's okay.
Okay, is that a good time
It's
for
good with us.
you guys? Okay, anybody on the
Did you,
commission?
did you propose a time?
Well, usually it's 8:30.
So they're coming out from Leominster?
Oh, so
So
they
that-
might want to be later?
Yeah, it might be, this one might want to be later, but I can arrange that with John when he's back. But I don't think 8:30 would work out for this one. So I don't-
I can be flexible about the time. I work from home.
Is 9 better? We could do the other site walk on the same day and then 9, or do we really need to make it middle of the day for the Leominster travelers?
So what's coming up for the next one? So the next site, we'll be walking, with the town at, and they've asked to be later on in the site walk schedule also. So for the Pierce School, they're gonna do a turf field. You have that right?
Is that on our agenda?
It'll be for the next agenda site walk.
Got it.
So I have to remember what's on the agenda. So that's one. And we were gonna go back, which is, they'll talk to us tonight about it, but we were gonna go back to Johnson's Woods
Right.
and make sure they made those improvements. Although I have some pictures tonight, so that may not be something. So that could be first. That would take 45 minutes. Then we could do Forest Street or something else and then here.
Yeah, we've got Johnson Woods, we've got 1153 Main Street.
Yeah.
And we've got this one, and now you say we've also got Pierce School,
Yeah,
so
that's the one off Summer Street, right?
I don't know.
Oh, I thought.
Talking about Parker, Chuck?
Is that
Parker
the
Middle?
Parker School?
Parker Middle? Yeah.
Parker Middle, yeah,
Yeah.
I got that one off Summer Street, sorry, got it mixed up.
Okay. So that's coming to the next meeting for Parker Middle
We'll be
School.
doing a site walk for them.
Okay. Seems like 4 site walks is a lot on one day. Especially because Johnson Woods can be long. Do we want to split them onto 2 different Mondays or do them on different week?
Yeah, that would be
different day of the week?
probably a better idea.
Okay.
So this is an opportunity to move this one to a different day.
Mhm.
So maybe I'll just talk to John when he gets back and we'll try to figure out a different day. What day are you available and the rest of the commission at 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning?
I could do either Monday, I could do Wednesday, I could do Wednesday, the 26th in the morning. I could do Monday, the 24th, I could do Monday, the 17th. How about the people online?
I could do Friday 21st, or Wednesday 26th.
Okay,
I'm not gonna be available, Martha.
okay,
I have no Wi-Fi, so I can't see.
I'm looking.
I'll make it work depending on the
I'll
days.
sign on town guest.
Okay.
all right. So, and Shirag, if we did Wednesday, the 26th, would you be available, later in the morning, more like 10 o'clock rather than 8:30?
Let me quickly
Is
check.
that not gonna work for you?
Let me quickly check. Give me 1 second. I have my calendar here. Yeah, later will be difficult. I think the latest I could do is 9 a.m. I need to get back for a 10 o'clock.
What about, are you available Monday, the 24th?
I could be, yes.
And would you be available later in the morning that day?
No, I think I need to get to Acton by 10 o'clock at least. So, yeah.
So you say Monday, the 24th, 10 o'clock could work for you?
No,
No. I need to, 9 o'clock is the latest. I think 9 to 10
You
probably.
want 9 o'clock is the latest, okay. All
So he's,
Have you read-
Yes, it's for the 24th. Good until 2 p.m.
Okay, so the 24th you could do.
Yes.
All right, and Walter, do you have limitations time-wise?
Never on a Wednesday.
And how about Monday, the 24th?
Good. I always block out Monday mornings before.
Okay, so why don't we make your site visit 10 o'clock on Monday, the 24th? And we'll at least have the three of us and probably Brian.
I think 9 would work too. We could
9
get-
would work for the Lemonster people?
It should.
Okay,
It's an hour and a half later. All right, it's an hour.
no, 8:30 versus 9 is only half an
Yeah.
hour.
Well,
That's why I was aiming for 10.
I think we'll shoot for 9 o'clock. I mean, if we can get more people at the site visit, an hour and a
Yeah.
half, I don't know where I came. So that would be
So-
good. If it doesn't work, we'll move it to 10 and let everyone know. So 9.
Okay, so,
10.
and that's Monday, the 24th. 8:24, 9 AM, 10 AM if they can't make 9 AM. And we will have 4 or 5 commissioners available at
Not sure.
9 and 1 fewer at 10.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Is that all we need to do for this hearing today?
We have to continue it until the next meeting.
Okay.
Is the 26th.
And are you okay to continue to the 26th?
Yep.
And Sean also?
Yep, I'm good.
All right, can I have a motion?
I move that we continue the hearing for 178 Forest Street till August the 26th.
Sophia, second.
Okay, Walter, vote?
Walter Talbot's in favor.
Sophia Jones in favor.
Rick Keough in favor.
Chirag Stilicker in favor.
Tim Michelle in favor.
Martha Moore in favor. Okay,
All right, thank you.
Thank you for your time.
right. That's it for hearings. Thank you very much. You guys get to leave. Okay. Right. Okay, we have a discussion about the enforcement order for 10 Brentwood Drive. We want to make sure that everything we were looking for is in the enforcement order that Chuck has written.
Sure.
Can you put that up on the screen?
I cannot.
Oh,
You know,
Okay.
here to do that.
Is it available online? I didn't see it in the
See what we have there.
on our webpage.
So I'm not connected to the server. So you're just gonna have, I'll just read through it. And it's just one-liners, so there's more to it, but we wanted all work to stop. And the stumps and whatever's left of the trees would remain in place until the wetland scientists completed their work. And then erosion control would be installed, and I would be called to inspect the erosion control and make some comments, and that has happened. The conservation meeting, they would come back to the conservation meeting with a survey, and they would have, the survey would have picked up the flags, and that would be part of the survey, and we would review that information. And at that next meeting, which I have is September 9th, which I was we would go over next steps. And I just have at the September 9th meeting, the Conservation Commission will review the survey, wetland delineation, and discuss the appropriate next steps at this property. That's all there is to do.
I thought there was a planting plan involved.
So we don't, when I was writing this up, there's always a possibility that we're not right about our thought that this is, you know, a violation. So I think incremental steps, and the first step is to have the survey, have it delineated, and if they've disturbed anything within the 25 foot or the 35 foot, that's when we would talk about it. That's why I said, once you have that information, come back to the Conservation Commission and talk about next steps, which would be a planting plan, depending on where they find themselves.
Okay,
So I didn't know if I missed anything, if anyone else wanted something on that, but we don't even have enough people here tonight to sign. I need this signed and then sent into DEP and to the applicant. So we're ratifying the enforcement order. So if people can come in before work tomorrow and just sign it quickly, I actually would only need one more signature. So one person would be great.
is there one of you, Tim, Rick, Shirag, who can commit to coming tomorrow to sign the paperwork?
Yeah, what time?
We're open at 7.
All right, I
And
can
so,
come.
okay,
So Shirag will come sign, we'll sign tonight.
Yeah.
And then you'll be able to send it
I'll
out.
be able to send it out. So it'll be on the counter. I'll leave it there tonight and might have to point to it and or something, because no one's here to tell them that someone's coming in. So that's great. All right.
Anybody have any else things they need to put on the enforcement order? Speak now.
Nope.
Okay, all right, we're good, we can
All right,
move
so we're
on
gonna take a vote to
to ratify.
yeah,
Okay, and does that need a motion?
yeah,
Okay, so,
to accept the enforcement order as written, and you know, we'll sign it, but at least to accept the enforcement.
I move that we approve the amended enforcement order at 10 Brentwood Drive, Reading, Pennsylvania.
how about Massachusetts?
You know how many times I've done that?
Okay, all right,
I'll kind of redo that.
Sophia seconds.
okay. Walter, vote.
Walter Talbot's in favor.
Sophia Jones in favor.
Rick Keough in favor.
Chirag Stalikar in favor.
Tim Michelle in favor.
More in favor.
That's what I get for playing Monopoly.
All right, let me just check and see who's here tonight. I don't see anyone else here. It's Steve Kerwin who would talk about Johnson Woods. He sent me some pictures. It's not the Steve Kerwin we know. It's the site monitor that's out there at Johnson Woods. His name is Steve Kerwin. So let's see. I could show the pictures, I guess.
All right. Based on the previous discussion about site visit for 178 Forest Street, I'm gonna suggest that we maybe put the Johnson Woods site walk, trail walk on Wednesday, the 26th. Because if we don't know 9 or 10 a.m. for Forest Street, it's gonna be a little hard to pick a time for the Johnson Woods site walk. If we do it the same day.
How much time do we need for Parker? I'm assuming that's going to be a larger walkthrough.
Yeah, they usually do. The new ones, that's a school project, so there'll probably be a lot of people there. I don't know how much time. It shouldn't be any more than a half hour. But it may run into another 45 minutes. They want to be last also, so that would be between 9 and 10.
The Parker walkthrough needs to be last, is that what you're saying?
They want it last. We have the town's consultants coming down from Portsmouth.
Okay, so what if we did Johnson Woods first thing Wednesday and the town Parker Middle School site walk after that?
Sure.
This is 26th.
8:30 or 9 o'clock? And then the Parker Middle School would be,
26.
yeah.
How long would the walk take?
If we walk the whole trail at Johnson Woods, it will be a while.
It took us about an hour, I think an hour and 15 last time.
We might be able to be a little quicker this time.
Yeah, let me go through the pictures and it probably should be the first thing. Steve was okay to meet us early the last time.
So if we did
Maybe we don't have
8:30
to
to
check out all
9:30
the parts.
there, and then
Yeah.
9:30 at Parker.
Yeah.
So if you could be here through 10, we could get both of those in that day.
I
If-
have to go to work at 10
Okay,
on Wednesday.
okay, so you'd have to just leave before then. Okay, that would be fine.
Okay.
All right, so
These are pictures you took of the improvements at Johnson Woods.
I didn't take them. Steve
He
Kerwin
sent
sent them to me, yeah. It's just, I mean, we're gonna really see what we saw out there in the first place. And you're not gonna see this, right? So,
Looks like it was the dead end.
Exit.
Is this where they put the new mulch, like kind of leading into the
It's like
yeah.
the existing.
existing? Okay.
Sorry.
There's another one. Shows that they put a sign up.
Is this between the two properties, that really narrow backyard kind of grass path, Chuck?
I don't recognize it.
It looks like when we crossed one of the roads and then you had the properties that kind of narrowed, the two back ends of the properties would narrow. You looked like you were walking between two backyards. It looks like that stretch. Okay.
Another one here coming up.
Okay, are they trying to show a sign on a tree there, or are they trying to show wood chips down?
The sign on the tree. Sorry, Chuck, to clarify this, is this for their certificate of compliance or, or is this actually for like trail improvement? I guess what specifically are we chiming in on?
This is a requirement in the order of conditions, so they will eventually get to request a certificate of compliance after this process. So you would end up going back and reviewing more of the areas around the wetlands. But this is what we're doing at this point. I don't think that the certificate of compliance is within our next couple of meetings. This is just something that they want to show that's finished so they can move on and they can let the planning board understand that we've accepted this trail.
I guess I'm still struggling to see a trail. And I had that issue even at the the sidewalk. So even like wood chips or some sort of delineation marker. I don't know if I'm supposed to be on the left side, right side of that. Um, I mean, it's a static picture. It's a little clearer when you go out onto the property, but in terms of an established trail, I would say it's a series of interconnected trails with backyards. But yeah, like that's a trail. But the previous picture did not look like a trail to me.
Is there a town definition of what a trail is? Is there a trails committee definition of what a trail is?
I haven't looked for one, so that could be something, that could be homework for me, but I'm not sure. I think that when we were out there, everyone had the same comment. It is in back of people's yards. The trail should have been established and the houses and condos could have been built around those. But right now it's mostly lawn. And to get from point A to point B, you have to see a sign. And we did talk about this not being very welcoming. We didn't think that people would walk that close to people's houses and yards. And actually, there's a spot where you have to walk right between a couple cars on a driveway. So it's just the way it's laid out. And the whole point was to add more signage so people understood that it's okay to walk. And we asked for some, a map. And I don't know what else we asked for on that day, but those are the things that I remembered. I don't think this is ever gonna be mulch trail over some of those lawn areas. But it could be asked, you know, you guys could ask that. You could come up and say, you have the same problem, like Joe just said. The trail gets lost in someone's backyard and that's not really a trail.
Was the verbiage very specific in the original order of conditions?
Probably not. It wasn't, it was from before my time.
So it just has to be a trail.
Yeah, establish a trail. I believe it says establish a trail. It doesn't get into what it's made out of.
It seems to me, when we go to the site visit, what we should be doing is comparing the list of things we asked, the punch list, to what he's actually accomplished. And accept that some parts of it aren't necessarily gonna feel like a trail through the woods to us, but it still would give the people in that area and people who wanna come and walk from point A to point B along that trail, a way to go that they know is clearly marked that they can do it.
Yeah,
So I think these pictures are a good start, but I think really taking our punch list with us and
Hey,
taking a walk
Speechify
through
here.
the trail
You have
is not
exceeded your
bad.
daily HD word limit. In order to continue enjoying your
Sorry.
Okay, I was afraid it was something
yeah.
I did.
I would just say it's important to deliver those messages first site visit so they can work on it. If, you know, we're gonna go on another site visit, no matter how tough the medicine is, I would like you to tell Johnson Woods so we don't keep inching up to what we really want. Because we were all walked this and we had that list and they were supposed to do it, so I'm sure there's more signs out there. I'm sure there's more. He's showing us a railing that someone asked for. The brand new railing was in one of the pictures. I just, some of my thoughts was it wasn't very noticeable where the signs were. So I'd like to see more signs when I'm out there. That was pretty clear. And then we asked for an extension into the open land trust area, and they said they would do that. So that's what I'd like to see. I don't know what others had, if they can remember what they asked for. It's just Joe, Flurry, Martha,
Me,
myself,
Walter.
Walter.
Brian,
Yeah, Brian, yeah. But that's
I-
what I asked for.
I remember there was a place where there's a parking space with two cars side by side and there was a post, and on one side of the post it had a trail sign, on the other side of the post it didn't. we asked for him to put a trail sign on the second side.
Mhm.
So you could tell that the trail went between the two parking spaces.
There was that one place that had the irregular steps
Yes,
that were definitely not handicap accessible, whatever.
right. And there was another place where the trail went inside the fence of somebody's backyard.
Yeah.
And either that needed to be clearly marked or put the trail around outside the fence,
Yeah.
something like that. So those are the things I'd be looking for when we come back, is those things that we mentioned that was in the list that was created. Have they done those things?
Yeah, I think they're anxious to get this done, so maybe when we're out there, like I said, we just tell them everything we want and, we'll set up another site visit to look at it when it's finished. All right,
All right, so, and we're planning this Johnson Wood site visit is 8:30 on August 28th,
Yeah.
26th.
Yeah.
Wednesday, August 26th.
If we're connecting to the Open Land Trust, does the Trails Committee need to be involved, or would it be beneficial if they're going to be linking any of their trails to this Johnson Woods path? I mean, I think it's supposed to be interconnected between two other trails, if I'm not mistaken, right, Chuck?
so it starts at Longwood Ave
Mhm.
or Longwood Road Ave. It starts way down on Longwood, and then it comes up Longwood through Johnson Woods, and then there's an opportunity to create a trail inside the Open Land Trust parcel, which will be built by Open Land Trust people. I don't know of any commitment from the Trails Committee to do that work.
Okay.
And
Will it be,
so,
yeah, go ahead.
yeah, so it may happen, but I do think it's our Reading Open Land Trust at this point that's coming up with labor.
Is there any intent to have this on one of the Reading town trail maps as a thoroughfare?
Well, yeah, that's in the future. I mean, this trail's not even finalized yet, but all trails go on the trail map, and this would be a good one to have.
Yeah. I mean, I would see if there's
Open to
any.
the public, for sure.
I would probably suggest having at least someone from the Trails Committee there. The only concern I have is, we can comment on this, and then if they have any separate criteria for what constitutes a trail or an established trail versus disparate path, I don't know. We can do what we need to do for our compliance and our order of conditions, but I think it would be beneficial to maybe have at least some representation from Trails here if it's going to be on Trails' responsibility for the map.
It's not
for
on
the-
Trails' responsibility. I've built a couple of trails in town, and they haven't accepted them yet. I expect this was going to be taken care of by Johnson's Woods and the
Okay.
Reading Open Land Trust. But yeah, we haven't done that before, Joe. So I see this as a compliance issue
Okay.
that we need to accept the trail, but I will reach out to the Trails Committee and see if there's someone available on this site visit that we're setting up for August.
26th at
Yeah, the
8:30.
26th.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay. Are we good with that?
Yeah.
Okay. Town Forest Committee Liaison Joe Fleury, do you have any reports for us?
Sure. There was no monthly meeting so far in August that I'm aware of. There is a trail closure scheduled for Thursday, August 13th. So that primary access trail from Stroud Ave parking area, it's going to be closed while they do herbicide to treat their swallowwort, which is one of the invasives on their invasive plan. That closed area will be marked with orange work notices, so please don't cross them if you see them, and the trail will reopen approximately 24 hours later on Friday, August 14th. And that's all I have.
Thank you.
So one other thing that they're starting their invasive work out there, and Ryan Corrigan sent a note that they're taking care of the tree of heaven and some other invasives out there. So this was at Fire Road 6, So I guess the comment is, the invasive work is also happening out at the town forest. I think it's gonna be happening for the next 2 or 3 days. And then they're gonna move on to another spot, but the tree of heaven that they are treated, are marked out, and they're with a pesticide, herbicide little sign on it, and it's surrounded in construction fencing. So the sign will say pesticide, but it's synonymous with herbicide.
So that construction fencing is to warn people not to go touching the tree that they've just treated.
Yeah, I mean, just so you can spot it, I guess. I don't know if anyone can really interrupt what's gonna happen. So it takes about 2 to 3 weeks for those trees to die off. It's quite quick.
Okay. All right, next on the agenda, 1153 Main Street. We had continued this to today because we were looking for the ground cover vegetation to grow in. Last time we checked it, so we want to do a return site visit for that. And I'm gonna suggest we could maybe do that at 8:30 on August 24th, or at 9:30 if the 178 Forest Street needs to be bumped back to 10. But that Main Street and Forest Street are very close to each other, so it'd be good to do those on the same day. So would that work for anybody who is available that morning to come half an hour before the Forest Street site visit to check the other house?
Wide open.
Okay. All right,
Yeah, that would
and
be a quick one on Main Street.
Shirag, that would be all right for you?
Yeah, you can pencil me in for 24th unless something changes the day.
All right. So, Brian, Chuck, can you tell 1153 Main Street, the Stoddards, that they will be either 8:30 or 9:30, depending on the other one? You might just wait to hear back from 178 Forest Street, and then you can let them know. Okay. Anything else we need on that? No votes or anything, right?
No, that's
Okay.
that's all set.
And that's August 26th. I don't know what I did. No, August 24th, August 24th. Okay. All right. We have a new Conservation Commission member, but we still have openings for associate members. So if people are interested in getting involved, and we don't go till midnight anymore, so don't be afraid to join. Okay, conservation staff DPW monthly meeting, did it happen on August 4th?
It did. Yeah, it was the first time we were able to meet. Both Mike Kessman and myself were away in July, and we just caught up on August 24th. We ended up just talking about most of the projects that the Next Step volunteers had done and the participation that the DPW had involved with, which this year was mostly Mike Hannaford's crew delivering wood chips. So we went through like 60 yards of wood chips, spreading them out all around, including the cabin and the community garden. And so we did a lot of projects done. It was good. It was light duty on the DPW opposed to other years. But they are going to try to do 2 more projects that were on the list, and that was the water line at Lot 5. And they're looking at a new piece of culvert at Sturgis Brook. So.
Okay. Is that it for that?
That's all there is, yeah.
Okay, violation notices, do we have any updates on any of the violation notices?
No, 38 Bond Street is trying to get a crew together to remove the shed,
Okay, so he's working on it,
working on it, yeah.
good. So administrators report,
Yeah, I'm gonna hold off until Brian comes back on that. It's just a slideshow I'm putting together all the work we did with Next Step volunteers over the summer. So,
okay. 8:26. All right, and minutes for approval. I don't think I've seen either July 8th or July 22nd.
Hmm.
Did anybody else get any new minutes to approve?
what was the months, what were the minutes you were missing? Was the sixth? June's or July?
July's.
July. So we haven't seen those
I don't
anyways.
think I've seen
Yeah.
July yet.
There's a 7-8, I think.
You think we got 7-8?
Yeah.
I was just looking for the minutes when Sophia, I just got here, she said that, and I must have skipped over those. I didn't see them, but if you find them,
Yeah. I will resend that email, I guess.
that'd be great.
Yeah.
Okay. It was in the same email as June 24th revised minutes, and it was sent on July 29th. So I apologize. I was not keeping up with my email then. So if it's all right with everybody, let's
Yeah, I haven't read
on
it.
that next time.
Yep.
And everybody has 2 more weeks to make sure they read the email Carrie sent on July 29th, which has the July 8th minutes. And then we just have July 22nd, Carrie will be doing, and then Emily will be doing the minutes for this meeting. So you'll need to be looking for an email from Emily for the August 12th minutes.
So I'm sorry, I don't think our newest member is actually on that email.
Yeah, I was,
Yeah,
I
that's that.
resend it.
I think that was the miss.
are you gonna do that, Joe, or am I gonna, I can send
I
it.
think it should probably come from you. Yeah.
Okay, who was left off that email?
So,
Sophia.
Yeah, Sophia was.
Okay. All right, my apologies for that. Okay, anything else we need to do tonight?
I will ask everyone if there's anything, yeah, anyone have any comments?
Nope.
Town is actually working in non-wetland areas, which is nice. I can tell you the RMLD is cutting on Charles Street. I was watching them for a little while today. They had 2 bucket trucks and people in the bucket trucks just limbing up around the wires. It was pretty bad in that area. So when we had our meeting, we asked them to do that first. Mike Hannaford was zooming around. I ran into him a couple of times. He was watching it also. So if anyone's interested in what that's going to look like, I think they started Main Street side and they're working towards the school.
So we have 2 site visits on August 24th. We have Johnson Woods 8:30 on August 26th, and you're warning us that we need to be prepared that there will be, after Johnson Woods, a site visit at Parker on the 26th, correct?
Yes.
So people might want to block that out on their calendar, just so you know that Wednesday, the 26th, we're aiming for a 9:30-ish site visit at Parker.
Hold on. Yeah, we're gonna have to go over these site visits. Parker's gonna be on the 24th, right? Because it's a new application. New applications will be at the meeting on the 26th, but the site visits is on the 24th.
Okay.
They just want to
so-
be later in the application or the site visit schedule.
Okay,
That's all. Yeah.
so we're gonna do 3 on the 24th then. We're gonna do 1153 Main Street first, then 178 Forest Street, then Parker Middle School. We'll do all 3 of those on the 24th.
Say those again?
Better for you.
Yeah.
Okay. Start at 1153 Main Street,
Yeah.
then go to 178 Forest Street, then go to Parker Middle School.
Yeah.
Okay,
Sounds good.
all right. And so Johnson Woods is a standalone on the 26th. So we don't have to rush through our Johnson Woods trail walk to get back to Parker at any given time. Okay,
And that next meeting, which is the 26th, is also going to have Millette Solms and Morgan, the start of their request for a certificate of compliance for Millette Solms and Morgan. So again, they'll do a presentation. It's Horsley Witten, so it'll probably be some sort of a PowerPoint presentation. I know there's going to be some questions about water quality and tripping hazards and trees that are dying, and the crown of the tree is dead, things like that. So I know that the conversation will take a little bit of time, but then we're also going to set up a site visit, which doesn't have to be on a Monday. So it would be great if a lot of commissioners could go out to Millette Solms and Morgan. So at the next meeting, we'll set that site visit up during the meeting to try to capture as many commissioners as we can.
and that will happen after August 26th.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. All right, I'm glad you clarified that about Parker Middle School.
Yeah.
All right, anything else we need to discuss before we adjourn? I have not beat our record of getting out of here early.
So I know Joe mentioned something to me. I wasn't really too much aware about it, but the health department is discussing their wild animal policy tonight at their own meeting. And from what I gathered, I haven't read the language, but I think it was about exempting town departments from these regulations. So we'd have to look at or find out what happens tomorrow. I could ask a day and send an email, or we could look at the new regulations. I know that they were trying to get Jane and town council to review them before the meeting. So that's all I know.
Okay. All right, anything else?
Chuck, as I was going on the agenda today, I don't know if you want to update any of the links on the conservation website. I think it still has some of the old policies on there. I'm not sure if you've seen it or gone through it.
Okay.
One example is it has the tree policy from 2014.
Oh, yeah. The town clerk, I was just talking to her tonight. She was on a couple weeks vacation, and those things are put up only by the town clerk. So sometimes it takes a while. I know we did that a long time ago, but I'll end up reminding her. Did you notice anything else? Okay.
Nope.
I just found in my email, I'll resend that and just say that we'd like to see that up.
Okay.
All right, can I have a motion to adjourn
I move that we adjourn the meeting.
at
seconded as well.
At 7:57. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, adjourn.
Night, everyone.
Chuck, I can stop by to sign that thing. My wife is back home, so I can come there in like 5 minutes.
All right.
All right.
Even better. Okay. Okay, so you should have no trouble getting to work from Johnson Wood site.